today I thought something a little different. We could be looking at some of the box art of the VHS releases of the Godzilla movies, because I recently found this list made by Sam Perina Q. I saw they go by Sam the Q in their email, so I'll just call him Sam. Sam did a fantastic job on this. She did amazing, and basically just thought it'd be fun to look through it and take a look at some of the box art from a lot of Godzilla movies throughout the years. So let's hop into it. Oh, and if you want to check this out, don't worry. I'm going to put a link right in the description. It'll be the first thing in the description. This list is super cool, so I highly recommend checking it out. So yeah. Now I have this one right here, this Good Times Godzilla one. And now, interestingly, that is the Godzilla from Terror Mechagodzilla 1974 suit. Not the original Godzilla, which all of these have. And I gotta say, that's a pretty nice box right there, and I really like the art on this one. Godzilla holding the plane and then blowing it up with his atomic breath is in a few posters, but it's never been in a movie, and I think it'd be really cool if they finally threw that in a film. Just have him grab a plane and just... Maybe it's happened, but I don't think it's ever happened like that, though. If I'm wrong, correct me. Godzilla Raids Again is actually one of my favorites, and I think it's really good. However, this VHS release is technically Gigantus the Fire Monster, so it's absolute trash and has no reason to ever be watched. However, I will admit the box art is pretty good. I really do like it. If I had a poster of that, throw it right up on the wall. Now, things get really kind of weird with these King Kong versus Godzilla box arts, because this released in 1998, same year as that Godzilla movie, but that is Mechagodzilla. I'm pretty sure that is the Godzilla suit from Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, and you can see I'm colorblind. That's like an orangish yellow flame like Mechagodzilla had, and then that's King Kong from 1976's King Kong movie, and then the Godzilla is the Godzilla from 1984's Return of Godzilla. So this box art is just a mishmash of things, but it really intrigues me of if that is I think it is. Maybe it's just a picture of Godzilla. That Godzilla suit could totally just be that, but still, that's three different things, I guess. The Godzilla vs. Mothra VHS covers are nothing too out of the ordinary here. You got your standard stuff. But they always seem to want Mothra to look like just terrifying. Like, they try to make Mothra look so scary and stuff. But this is probably one of the most accurate when it comes to just depicting what the movie's about. And Mothra, she looks pretty much dead on. These are his pictures, you know. They win in that regard. Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. Now this is just trash. I'm sorry, I think this looks awful, this Film Classics one. This silver screen one looks a little better, and this one not too great either. A lot of these covers, you can tell they're kind of just thrown together quick. Now that one's interesting. It also has all the rainbow colors, because before King Ghidorah was changed to gold, he was originally going to be rainbow, so that's probably just a funny coincidence there. On to Monster Zero, not too much. The Paramount releases are all solid, I gotta say. I got the Rodan one, and the box art on it is wonderful. Now that kind of looks like the 62 Godzilla, but it's just a drawing, so. This cover I have seen so many times. It's kind of iconic at this point. It's King Ghidorah and Godzilla, and they very much do not look like at all what they look like in the movies, but like I said, it's kind of iconic. It's one of those ones you just see all the time. A lot of people had it growing up, and yeah. Now, I'm very confused with these. Now, I do like how it says starring Godzilla. I'll admit that's pretty funny. Now, these are both for Godzilla versus the Sea Monster, or Godzilla versus Ebra Horde of the Deep, whatever you want to call it. This is good. This is good. Shows Ebra, Godzilla, gonna fight. Title, perfect. This is Godzilla from 1984. Now, for Americans, you know, it's Godzilla 1985. I'll just refer to it as The Return of Godzilla, but that's the 80s movie. That has nothing to do with this movie at all. It's a different series, different continuity, different Godzilla pretty much. I'm guessing the reason a lot of these covers use the 1985 Godzilla is just because they had it in America. That movie came out in America. They probably had easy access to those images and stuff. And I mean, look at this, came out 1988, 4 years after that movie. So, makes sense. And people might be more, they might think people would want to buy that more if they saw more updated Godzilla than something else. I mean, a lot of them, like this, they use custom art. We've only seen a few that actually use screenshots. Oh wow, it's actually Paramount's the one that uses screenshots. The only people who make good art too, so that's interesting. Okay. I'm like speechless. Okay. Got drawing, good decent drawing. Let that pass. We got, it looks like the exact same as that King Kong one. Hold on, I'm scrolling up, everybody. Yeah, that's like the exact same shot. But there's 84 Godzilla, Return of Godzilla. Godzilla fighting Abra like he should in that movie. And there's that one. And that's the 74 Godzilla, not the right one for that movie either. On the Son of Godzilla. Oh, what is this? These are just awful. Okay. Manila looks fine in that. Godzilla doesn't. But I mean, you can argue he doesn't look too fine in the movie. So, you know, whatever. But this, we got Manila. Is that like Mothra's wing? I see. Or we got, there's something right here. Manila, terribly cropped he looks like. Godzilla just, oh gosh. Yeah, that's what he looks like in that movie. And then this movie's from, okay, perfect. All the dates right there. The 84 Godzilla is still back there. I think it's because of, yeah, it was because of the box set, but, and what, these ones are just rough. Okay, now this is honestly one of the most legendary box arts of all time. I'll give this one praise all day long. The Surreal Monsters one, I didn't even know it was a VHS box. I thought it was fan art the first time I saw it, but no, it's for a VHS and it's sick. Godzilla's Revenge. Look at, it's a drawing, but that is very clearly still supposed to be the 80s Return of Godzilla. And look, there it is again and again. Rodan right there. I think he barely makes a cameo in the movie, if he's even in it. I think you hear Rodan. I don't even think you see him. Then it looks like Kamacuras is Mecha. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now. I don't know if anyone else has ever said this. We have Mecha Kamacuras on this Scimitar 1990s Godzilla's Revenge US VHS box art. Kind of cool, honestly. Be neat if we ever saw that in the movie, just as, you know, maybe something for Manila to fight. Now, when it comes to the Smog Monster VHS releases, we got this one, which is pretty standard, and then this, which is just, it's interesting. I think it's just trailers, and it's got Monster from Prehistoric Planet. Don't know anything about that. The X from Outer Space. That's another. Oh, actually, yeah, these are all giant monster movies. Makes sense. And then Godzilla versus the Smog Monster is definitely biggest on there. Maybe not top billing, but it's got the biggest. Now this is an interesting little, it's a cool little drawing. Smog Monster has a lot of really interesting posters. Godzilla on Monster Island, Godzilla versus Gigan. Not too much going on here, weird, just more of that 80s Godzilla. They just love him, I guess. Okay, this poster is like iconic it is iconic. Number one, Godzilla vs. Megalon was huge in the States, which is one reason why Godzilla being silly and goofy is so, like, when that movie premiered, it was like primetime television. It was big. A lot of people saw it. But the poster has Godzilla and Megalon fighting on the Twin Towers. This is not in the movie at all. They never go to America. Nothing like this ever happens. Not even in the American edit. It's so weird. It's really interesting. And, you know, it's honestly a piece of history in a way now because those towers are no longer standing. And I know they even have this poster in, like, the museum for 9/11, I believe. But, yeah. That poster, I really do love that poster, though. It is iconic. It's silly. It doesn't make any sense, but it's cool looking. Let's see what else we got here. All right, it's called Godzilla versus Megalon. You know, the big beetle with drill hands. I don't know why I didn't realize this. That's Mechagodzilla. And that's Mechagodzilla too. There's Mechagodzilla, there's Mechagodzilla, and there's Mechagodzilla. Like, that is just not Megalon, and that's the 54 colored Godzilla. As I just kind of realized he has a lot of this stuff written down, so if you didn't want to hear me talk all about it, you can, like I said, just go on this and read it yourself. Now we got this, I believe those are from Smog Monster, all these. They got some really interesting, like, art for these, but it makes absolutely no sense. Godzilla versus Megalon. Don't think Mothra shows up. If she did, it's like a tiny cameo at the beginning with the Sorrel Monsters stock footage. But she isn't a butterfly. I don't think there's anything with Mothra in that movie. But it's Godzilla fighting Mothra. Just, you know, it's cool. I won't lie, that actually looks pretty cool. Especially the fire in the wings, but it makes no sense. This one's also really cool and works better. Godzilla never really attacks a city, but you got a T-Rex, I guess, kind of, and then a tail. But if the tail, wait, the tail's like here, and then that's here, like, and then he's looking, perspective is something. That's again just the that's the 84 Godzilla. Then there's a lot for this movie. There's a lot. I remember, I know they joked about it being like one of the most bootleg movies of all time. There's just so much. There's the 54 Godzilla. That's just, oh, okay, it's a triple thing with Ghidorah. Okay, that's some pretty funny, that's some pretty funny fan art, honestly. And he's had better days. I just called that fan art. That's some pretty funny art, not fan art. Oops. Not bad. But yeah, no, I like the Godzilla. Megalon, that's funny. That's good. Okay, this one. This is actually the reason I started, or even wanted to do this. Not just because I found this, but this poster. It's just the the Godzilla. I don't know why I can't talk. This is just the 85 poster. It's literally just that poster, but it's using the 1974 design. So that's pretty cool, honestly. And then Godzilla versus the Cosmic Monster, and then the Bionic Monster, I know they call it, for some time. There was a lot of copyright stuff with the name for this one, silly things. But that's this came out in 1993. Interestingly, that's when Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 of the 90s series came out. And that's definitely the 90s Godzilla they drew there. But that is not the right Mechagodzilla. That's an original design, and honestly kind of cool looking. Actually really cool looking. It's like kind of got the head of the first one, but it's the shininess of the second, but it seems a lot more built for, you know, physical combat. So that's actually really cool. And then all of these are using the wrong Godzilla design technically. It's like the 60s one, late 60s. That's pretty cool too. I like some of these a lot, actually. That's pretty good. That is just the wrong movie, Paramount. Now, Paramount, you have been absolutely killing it, I gotta say. Like, look at these. These are perfect. But we got Godzilla, King Caesar, Anguirus, and Mechagodzilla. This is just for the first movie is what it looks like. But it says Terror of Mechagodzilla, but everything on this poster is just the first one, so maybe there was a mistake there. Godzilla looks just like the, and oh, wow! Wow! Look what it is! Finally. We've seen a lot of this already. Godzilla versus Biollante. Pretty sick. Pretty good, pretty good. Now, this kind of gets more standard here, if you know what I'm saying. Once we leave the Showa era, things get a lot more refined. Yeah, not much going on there. Now, we got Godzilla 2000. And then I was like, where's Godzilla versus Megagearus? Now, I didn't know if it was Mandela effect or if I just was remembering wrong, but I could have sworn I'd seen the VHS for Godzilla vs. Megagearus. I don't know if it was at G-Fest or on eBay or somewhere. I swear I'd seen it and I wanted to get it, and it was like just very expensive. I was trying to find it, and actually I was having a lot of trouble. Wikizilla didn't have anything, and oh, there's a little spoiler, but I found this on Amazon. It's was listed as VHS, but I think it's a DVD. The only way you could buy it was a DVD. This is definitely something. It's got, you know, Japanese and English. I don't know if this was official or anything. No logos. It said it came with English subtitles. It's probably a bootleg or something. However, I kept looking a little more, and I found this article on Toho Kingdom going over VHS box arts and stuff. Now, I don't honestly, it doesn't have nearly as many as Sam's list does, but it has a few that Sam didn't have. So hopefully, Sam, you see this video and you can add these. Bada bing, bada boom, there it is. All of the Millennium films did get released on VHS. They're all rentals, apparently. Now, I swear Godzilla vs. Megagearus got a really small VHS release, and it was like the last one. I could be totally wrong on that, but here are all the rental box arts for the VHSs of them. And then I can leave a link to this whole page about all the... I'll leave a link to the Toho Kingdom VHS thread 2, or article, blog, I don't know what you call it. It'll be right down in the description when this is on YouTube. And yeah, there's Final Wars. But just one more thing of Godzilla stuff that Sam didn't have on his list. Now, he's going to get into some other Godzilla stuff down the list, but Monster Island Buddy shared these. These are from the Godzilla and OVA, which came out in the early 90s, and it was like a cartoon to help kids learn stuff, and it did have some live action. But yeah, those are super rare, so good luck trying to find those. I'd love to find those. If anybody ever comes across this anywhere, and it is a VHS, please let me know. It is like one of my holy grails, if not the one of my Godzilla collecting. I just like this movie a lot, and I know most people don't. 2000, pretty normal stuff. Now, here's some of that, like, other Godzilla stuff. Godzilla vs. Bambi, the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla, bunch of, like, collection things that have a bunch of, like, monsters. I got this one. I got this one, too. Looks like they're just using a lot of, like... Oh, this does have the Godzilla rap in it, though. Just a heads up, that's pretty good. It's something. It's something. It's probably on YouTube. There's the 54 Godzilla again, grabbing the plane. 54 Godzilla, 70s, 73 through 5 Godzilla. Now we get into all the box arts, which the box collections, which explains why a lot of them do just have the 84, 85 Godzilla behind them. And these are pretty cool. I actually really like how this one makes a full image. And I have this one. I got this one. I don't got the rest yet, if ever. So yeah, things nothing too whack here except for that's interesting. That's interesting. That actually, oh yeah, those are the cool drawings. Yep, right there. Rodan. All three of these are just killer, honestly. Like, that's pretty good. That's really good, and that's all. These two are 10 out of 10 fantastic. And this one is... Actually, this one might just be, like... That's so good. That one does the job, though, very well. Mysterians. Pretty basic stuff. Varen. That poster's pretty iconic, honestly. Mothra. They always just try to draw her like extra creepier. I don't know. They trying to sell her a little more than just a big butterfly or something. Gorath. Pretty basic stuff. Kind of looks like your name there. I do like. Actually, if Meteor kept you suspended in horror, you'll eat up Gorath. From the director of Godzilla. That's honestly a pretty good poster. War of the Gargantuas, Paramount. Pretty solid, pretty solid. This poster is really awesome. I keep calling them posters. This box art is really awesome. It's got Gezra wrapped around Earth. It is so cool. Now, I don't know what's going on with the Grandpa Presents. I don't really understand this too much, but this is solid and I love it. Mothra's second one looks really weird, but I guess, you know, like it looks just like a really weird cheap Photoshop. You got Mothra right there, some helicopters, an explosion, Dagara, Aqua Mothra, half humans look a little weird too. H-Man, human. That's just a meme. That literally looks like a meme right there, or something. Okay, I just got to this. Okay, those are the other ones he's looking for, it looks like, and that's gonna be the end of it. If you guys like this, thanks. Just something new I thought I'd try out. But yeah, it's definitely interesting, and I'll go ahead and email Sam about the missing ones, and maybe I'll get a response and stuff. Maybe I'll do